Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mavis Owusuwa, and today if you are for the first time here on my channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you will be notified whenever I upload a video. And to my subscribers, welcome back and thank you so much for your love and support. I am really appreciative. Today, I would like to talk about something that I find myself in as well. We all see the world through our cultural glasses. So, what does it mean? I believe I am the best person to talk about this because my brain has been rewired. Yes, I was born and raised in Africa, precisely in Ghana, until I turned almost 17. I was then picked up by my parents to live in Germany, in Europe. And this is why I say my brain has been rewired. Let me tell you a story about a hate friendship relationship between my mom and a bus driver. Yes. About 15 years ago, right in front of our house is a bus stop, and the bus takes off every 15 minutes. My mom knows it, we all know. So, if you are in our kitchen and you look through the window, you can see the bus coming. My mom will wait for the bus somehow before she sees the bus. Yes, my mom will wait, look through the window, see the bus before she picks up her bag, walks out of the door to catch the bus. Unfortunately for her, it always takes off before she gets in. Now, this happens like 4 or 5 times, and I'm like, as a young girl sitting there looking at my mom, and I'm like, so why don't you go out and wait for the bus a minute or two before it arrives? Now, this is her answer. This is what she said to me. Where I come from, people don't wait for the bus. Baby, I'm free no. Nipa and train bus. I was taken aback because yes, I was raised in Africa and I know that. The bus driver in Africa begs you that time to come and join. They will wait for the people. Trotro, those who know. Here in Europe, you wait for the bus. There is a miscommunication between my mom and the driver. Now, this takes me to my topic, culture. We all see the world through our cultural glasses. My mom sees the world through her cultural glass. The bus driver is seeing the world through his cultural glass. Now, what will happen? What will happen if we manage to change the lens in the glass to perceive the world of another? Do you get me? Some things are being misunderstood because we refuse to see through the lenses of others. For the bus driver, punctuality, being there means respect. Some people are waiting for him. The bus doesn't wait for the passenger. The passenger waits for the bus. For my mom, in her cultural background, it's the opposite. There are 3 different ways a person can relate to a culture. So if you travel and you get into a different culture, You either complain, conform, or confront. Those who confront think their culture is the only right one. Those who complain tend to isolate themselves, build groups, and move on with their lives. Those who conform adapt their own one to the new one, and there is a benefit. If you are ready to conform, it means you are ready to understand, you observe, and then you learn from the new adapted culture. And this is benefiting. It has so many advantages because you can see through the lens, or you can see through a different lens. You perceive things differently. Once I was talking on the phone with a friend of mine. She was like, "Hey Mavis, you seem to understand everybody. What's wrong with you? How do you manage?" You see, I am culturally diverse. Back home in Africa, I was raised with an idea that I belong to a group, that I am interdependent on the members, and that I will have to contribute to the group. Collectivism. In Europe, children are raised to be self-sufficient, and somehow along the line, Mavis, you see, managed to adapt, to conform to the new culture. And let me tell you a story. Back then in high school, in Germany, one Ghanaian woman approached me and she said, "Dear, you are good. Can you help my son with an extra classes?" Nachhilfe, the Germans will say. I said, "Yes," because for me it's money and I'm helping. It's okay. I went to the house and started teaching this child. And this is what I learned. In German, the ABCD goes like this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. In G, it sounds like this. A, B, D, E, F, G. Sounds like similar for me. There is and the mother, in her desperate ways trying to help their son, taught him Abed. 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 German teachers have struggled to help this child. They've tried a therapist. It's not working because nobody is getting where the problem is. I went there for an hour and found out this poor child has been confused. The mom taught him Abed. In class, he learned ABCD. He couldn't get the twist out. His brain needs to be reprogrammed. But if this can take place, somebody has to diagnose it. Somebody has to know where the problem lies. Luckily for him and for the mother, they found me, my diversity, my mixture, my African and the European background, my cultural richness saved this little boy. Cultural differences is very important. I'm not condemning any culture. We all have our advantages and disadvantages. The importance of diversity is so broad. It has been founded that the mixture of men and women in a company's board improves the company by 15%. But if a company is culturally diverse, the improvement is by 35%. Be open. Open up to the new culture. Adapt. Be ready to learn. It's not only about the culture. When I was here alone with my kids and their father couldn't make it, I will send my kids to couples to play with their kids. In that case, they had the opportunity to learn from couples if their parents couldn't. Send your African child to an European home. Don't be afraid that they will take your child away from you or they will change the character of the child. Yes, definitely they would. Somehow, but it's rich. It's going to make that boy or girl rich, diverse. There are so many ways. If only we could change the lens through which we see the world, we would perceive things differently. We will understand cultural differences and we will know the benefits of it. It will help solve a whole lot of problems because I will understand that if you don't invite me to your party, it's not personally against me, but because you were raised in a culture where independent and being self-sufficient was normal. You see, Africans, some people hold grudges because they weren't invited to the party. You didn't invite them to your wedding, and funerals are big. In Europe, the weddings are not made up of 500, 700 uninvited people. No, sometimes it's just even the two of them. If you look through a different glass, change the lens a little, you will understand and your life will be easier. Love and friendship are very important and we all wish we have the best. But even these two important things are based on cultural differences. So, if I was raised in Africa, where I know for sure interdependence is very important, I will have to invite you to my wedding. The funeral, you have to be around. Now, I am an European. I have adapted. And you know what? I don't care. Maybe I don't need you at the funeral. I want to be by myself. If only you could look through my cultural glass to see why I'm not inviting you, to see why so many people are attending my wedding, to see why I am cleaning but I have this nice hairdo. Try to understand others. Cultural differences is very important and benefiting if you adapt. Try to conform, try to learn, observe, and take the good ones into yours. Because not only does it benefit you, it makes your life easier and helps change the world. Thanks so much for having listened. Please subscribe. Don't forget to comment, like, and share for others. And see you next time. Bye.